She brought her son's favorite pie to his grave every day. Then she noticed a boy stealing it. She kept on bringing the pie anyway, knowing that the boy eating it. One morning, a Ferrari pulled into her driveway, and two large armed men emerged. This is the story of Olivia Sterling and her son, Noah, who would have turned 18 in a month. Want to dig in more? Please stay with me till the end. Olivia, a single mother, was pregnant when her childhood sweetheart and husband, Peter, died in an accident. She wanted to honor his memory through their unborn child. But Peter's father and stepmother refused to help. Peter's own mother had passed away years before. Olivia moved in with her widowed, retired mother, whose meager savings offered little financial support, but at least provided a roof over her and her babies' heads. She could have got a better job had she moved to a large city. But her mother needed her, and she continued to live with her for helping her in her old age. Olivia continued to do a part-time job. Last year, her mother passed away. She was prepared for that. But the sky collapsed on her head when she got news that her son Noah, who had been on a road trip with two of his friends, met a fatal accident. Olivia thought her life has no purpose to continue and wished death for herself. But being a religious person, she finally accepted her fate and continued praying to God that her life to be worthy of living. She volunteered in an aged care center in her free time. The only moment she cherished, when she took Noah's favorite pie, or sometimes his favorite pastry, to his grave and spent some quiet moments with him. Leaving the graveyard one day, she forgot her handbag. Returning, she found her money untouched, but the pie was gone. She searched, suspecting a bird, smiled, and left. The next day, curious about the pie thief, she returned early. Hidden behind a tree, she saw a thin, hungry boy who had taken the pie and disappeared. She was not angry. The boy looked younger than his age, probably Noah's age, but malnourished. The next day, she deliberately left another small handbag with $100 note inside, beside the pie. Returning later, she saw him leaving with the pie, but not the handbag. He was hungry, but honest. He knew she would be back. Olivia called, "Hello, wait, please, I want to help." He stopped, guilt and shame in his eyes. Olivia approached. "I'm sorry," he mumbled. "I needed the food." "Don't be sorry," she said. "I'm not mad. I will bring more food." "What is your name?" "Ezra," he replied, then turned and left. Olivia was stunned. After Ezra left, she realized she should have stopped him, asked for more information. He did not show up the next day, leaving Olivia heartbroken. She left Noah's grave, returning later to find the pie untouched. This went on for over a week. Perhaps Ezra felt ashamed. Taking the pie meant for a grave. Guilt consumed Olivia. Sleep became impossible. Olivia prayed to God for another chance to see the boy. She wandered the cemetery, hoping to glimpse Ezra, but to no avail. Months drifted by. Each day, she brought a pie to Noah's grave, only to find it untouched. or pecked at by birds. Her heart ached. She dreamt of Noah's return and their happy days. Perhaps Ezra no longer needed the food. Maybe he found work and was doing better. If so, that was good. Still, she yearned for just one more meeting. She felt a deep longing, a thirst only quenched by seeing Ezra again, knowing he was well. The next morning, Olivia resumed her morning walk, a routine interrupted by Noah's death. Instead of her usual route, she chose a different path, one ending near the woods at the foot of the hill. She had been here before, seeing the dilapidated house, now overgrown with weeds. It was a cloudy morning, dawn still 15 minutes away. Then she saw a flicker of light inside. This was unexpected. The house had been abandoned for years, considered uninhabitable, lacking power and water. She had seen its broken windows and doors during the day. Olivia stopped, watching. She wasn't mistaken. Someone was living there. Fear seized her. Could a recluse be using the house, hidden from view by the tall weeds? Olivia's surprise turned pleasant as she saw Ezra emerge from the house, bucket in hand. Reunited, she felt happy, yet saddened by his plight. Homeless, the boy, about Noah's age, lived precariously, sharing his dilapidated dwelling with snakes. It was not right. Olivia pushed through the tall weeds, reaching the abandoned house. Inside, a broken cot served as his bed. A rope strung between walls, his only wardrobe. She could see it all from outside. Ezra glanced shyly at Olivia. "I live here," he said before she could ask. "Please don't tell anyone. The police might make me leave. I don't want to sleep on the streets. At least here there's a roof to keep me dry." "I won't," she promised. "But there's no water. How do you bathe?" Ezra pointed to a bucket. "I fetch water from the stream down the hill. I use the same water for drinking and cooking." A pile of firewood and a makeshift stove were nearby. "Ezra, aren't you afraid of snakes?" Ezra smiled. "They are around, but I have not been bitten yet." Olivia said, "Ezra, it is Saturday, and I'm not working. Why don't you come over for breakfast? I will also make you a nice lunch, just like your mother would." Ezra stared. "My mother? His voice cracked. He could not continue. "I am so sorry, Ezra. I did not know your mother was." No, she is alive," Ezra said. "But she never cooked me a nice lunch. Snakes are kinder." Olivia was surprised. If his mother was alive, why was he homeless? "She threw me out," Ezra explained. "I stayed her husband. I had to drop out of school and live on the streets." "And your father?" Olivia asked. "I don't know him. Mom said she did not know who he was. Later, I learned she divorced him. He never wanted custody. His name is Leo, but I have never contacted him." Olivia understood. A father who had abandoned his baby would not help now. Ezra accompanied Olivia home. She gave him Noah's clothes and asked if he could use her bathroom to bathe. The clothes fit him well. "I have a spare room. Would you like to stay and continue your studies?" Olivia offered. "I can't afford rent," he replied. Olivia understood. Ezra was poor, but proud. She admired that. "Don't worry, Ezra. You'll finish your studies, get a good job, and repay me then. Until then, stay here. I'll cover your food, clothing, everything." How does that sound? Ezra was delighted. Ezra resumed his schooling. Olivia, too, found her purpose. She shared Ezra's story with friends. One friend later said, "I posted about Ezra on Facebook. It got some shares, not viral, but strangers commented." Olivia, not on social media, didn't worry. Ezra, smartphoneless, remained oblivious. One Sunday morning, Ezra was in his room when Olivia, returning from her walk, noticed a Ferrari parked in her driveway. Two muscular men with automatic rifles jumped out. Stunned, Olivia wondered if it was a robbery, though she didn't own anything worth stealing. The idea of running away crossed her mind, but she couldn't leave Ezra alone. His safety was more important than her own. Pulling up to her home, Olivia saw a well-dressed man exit the car, flanked by security guards. "Are you Mrs. Olivia?" he inquired. Olivia, skeptical, replied, "Yes." "I'm Leo," he continued. "I understand my son, Ezra, lives with you. I've come to see him." Olivia retorted, "You didn't want him as a baby. Why now?" Leo explained, "His mother left me when I was poor and unemployed. I couldn't afford a custody battle. When I finally could, I couldn't find her. I've searched for him for years without success. Recently, my secretary found a social media post about him. I knew instantly it was my son. He's my only heir, and I want him to come home with me." Ezra's luck finally changed. He was hesitant to go with Leo, but Olivia persuaded him, assuring him his father wasn't to blame for his past hardships and hadn't abandoned him. She urged him to build his future with Leo. Ezra agreed. Before leaving, Leo gave Olivia an envelope. Inside was a check for $10 million. "What's this for?" she asked. "You helped my son when he was homeless," Leo replied. "This is a small token of my gratitude." Olivia responded, "Thank you, Leo, but I don't need your money. If you truly want to repay me, use it to start a charity for children facing difficult circumstances like Ezra did." Thanks for watching. Did you enjoy the story? Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. See you again soon.